What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts, as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour worldwide. We're back inside the building, once again, to check out this one, a huge new tune from Joeboy, who has been on a killer roll of late. Loads of huge collaborations, and also a really exciting run of singles at the same time. Joeboy undoubtedly is one of the most consistent when it comes to the singles he releases. So yeah, very excited to see how this one sounds and how it's all been put together. No music video as of yet, just audio, but you know what, I actually quite enjoy that a lot of the time because it means we can focus on the Sonics themselves. As always, guys, if you are new to the channel and you are enjoying the content we're putting together, do make sure that you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, making sure that you are leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all that good stuff. Without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Let's go.
My eye did red, many things from my head, many things from my plate. I scratch paper, trouble come any day. I know
straight in there, no spacey introduction.
But they won't catch my check. When they don't follow me, sweat, that shit's so wet. I know they like to pretend, but you see is what you get. Oh yeah, yeah. If I did down, I will go leave me up. I
kind of like the speedy intro to this, the fact that it isn't kind of wasting any time with sort of floaty simps over the introduction. It's still nearly 3 minutes, so we do have a full recording to get into. Immediately, as soon as those kick drums arrives, though, we get an extra sense of oomph going on. It almost becomes as though the sort of background pad textures, those sort of sounds, they become a lot more pronounced as soon as the kick drum arrives. You've got the kick kind of side chaining through them, so you can feel them kind of moving a lot more. Immediately with Joeboy's vocal as well, he's right into the tune straight from the jump. So an interesting introduction, not a normal one either. So interesting.
Is my family in good times? Say you go there when I'm not fine. If you don't go there when it's war time, no go see your face when my sunshine. If I did down, I will go leave me up. If I did it alone, I will go charge me up. Is my family in good times? Say you go there when I'm not fine. If you don't go there when it's war time, no go see your face when my sunshine. Only God can save me. Only God can save me.
Just overall, though, this has a very, I don't want to say rushed, but it feels like this was a tune that wasn't designed, it wasn't necessarily built around the instrumental structure. It's very simple, it's very flirtatious, it's very much being driven by the combination of that slightly quicker drum line. The overall rhythm of this is a lot quicker than we're kind of used to for Joeboy, I feel. Without it being a more sort of Amma-influenced approach. But then next to that as well, you've also got this kind of background pad texture, which just kind of goes ooh, ooh, at the start of every bar. So it's very much driven by the instrumental, although the instrumental itself isn't that complex. The amount of different things we're hearing from Joeboy's vocal is what kind of brings this one to life so far.
Nobody, only God can save me. 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 Save me, save me. Papa save me. Don't forsake me. Tiwapa leave me. I don't know it all. And I know go follow. I know be perfect person. But I did give my all.
I really like the approach to the drums on this, though, in the way that they're not super heavily processed. They do feel quite organic in their structure. It definitely feels like they've been put there just to add a sort of sense of realism to the tune, because the pads are very electronic. There's a lot of it feels like there's a lot of electronic tweaking going on with Joeboy's vocal just to keep it at a level. You can hear it kind of fighting against that sort of mid-range compressor unit. But the drum lines on this are what kind of give it its organic feeling. So it's a nice blend, I feel, of different areas.
If I did down, I will go leave me up. If I did it alone, I will go charge me up. Is my family in good times? Say you go there when I'm not fine. If you don't go there when it's war time, no go see your face when my sunshine. If I did down, I will go leave me up. If I did it alone, I will go charge me up.
Interesting.
Lots
of unpredictability with the additional drums that are then being added. That extra snare line, I thought something was playing on another tune, but it just worked. It does work. The extra sort of dun, 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 that extra kind of click of rhythm. Not something you tend to hear normally by this point in the tune, unless you go into a full actual sort of drum breakdown. It's very rare that a new rhythmic element is added, so I actually quite like that. It's quite innovative. It's quite, it's forward-thinking to kind of go, cool, yeah, everyone's kind of got the rhythm by now. Let's throw something else in there that's going to catch them off guard. I think it's actually a really good way, because this is a very flirtatious tune. You do sort of drift through it as a listener, so adding that extra sort of drum step down below is going to immediately kick people's ears back into kind of high alert mode. So nice. It's a nice kind of thing to put in there.
Only God can save me. Only God can save me. I don't trust nobody. Oh. Only God can save me. 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 Save me. Save me. Joeboy Ponte.
Very floaty, very warm. The whole feeling of this just has something, I don't know, there's a real kind of ethereal feeling about the way it's been produced and about the way you've got those pad textures really leading the way. There's something quite reverential about the vocal performance from Joeboy. Of course, the tune is called Only God Can Save Me, so there is going to be an element of that kind of effervescent feeling running throughout it, and Joeboy's very good at doing that in his performance. I've enjoyed this. What we'll do is we'll let it run through to the end and then give it our final breakdown. I've got a funny feeling we're going to have an instrumental break for the final 30 seconds or so, but we'll see. I could be proved wrong. There we go then, the sounds of Joeboy. This one, Only God Can't Save Me. Something a little bit different from him, leaning a lot more towards the sort of synthetic backdrop approach, but those drum lines keeping it very organic. I think his vocal performance again is great, very much allowing the instrumental to do the work, and he just sort of like, he kind of like flitters along the middle of it, and he does a very good job of kind of bringing that kind of, again, reverential, quite praiseful sounding vocal to this, and yeah, it's very much in line with the track title and of course the lyricism within it as well. So cool, very nice. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this one. Keen to see what you guys are thinking. I know we've got some big Joeboy fans on the channel, so do let me know how you're feeling about this one. And as always, if you are new to the channel as well, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, making sure that you are leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all that good stuff. And without further ado, we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.
Welcome to Cubs Clubhouse, live on Brighton's premier platform for new music. Platform B.